Hey guys, I'm Mark from Adventure Time Outdoors, and I had an idea. I had a few things lying around my garage. I had some jute twine, a big old piece of birch, some beeswax, and some things. And I was thinking that maybe I could put them all together and make a pretty cool fire starter. So let's take a look, and I'll show you at the bench what we got going, and we'll put it together and see if we can make something cool. Hang on a sec. Okay guys, so basically what we have here is we got a big pile of shredded birch bark right here. We have some beeswax, some jute twine, and some pine resin. And I don't know if the pine resin and the beeswax are going to mix well, but we'll melt them all together and see what happens. And then slowly but surely I'll add a little bit of the birch bark to the mix and see if we can get it to thicken up. And I'm going to cook it all into this pot here with my Primus pocket stove. And we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to start to melt the beeswax and the pine resin together, and we'll start adding the birch bark. So far we have the wax and the resin inside. We're going to let that melt up. While that's melting down, I'm going to start cutting a few wicks out of my jute twine. So I'm going to take the wicks and I'm going to dip them into the mixture a little bit. Just leave the tips done. I'm going to let those lie down here and dry off. So it's come to a boil. Everything's kind of mixed up pretty well. Everything's kind of melted down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take take it off the heat and lay it down here for now. I'm going to mix in some birch bark. So I'm going to continue filling up this tray, and I'll get back to you in a little bit, and we'll let it dry out. So now that we have the whole thing in the tray, and I've poured some liquid inside to just to make sure everything's well coated. I mean, it looks kind of gnarly now. There's no branches and stuff sticking out. I shredded it. I probably should have grinded it to maybe a powder. It would have been a little better, but I think this way, once it catches flame, it'll work much better. But I'm going to go stick this in somewhere cold, like maybe a fridge or a freezer or something, see if we can accelerate the solidifying process, and I'll get back to you after once it's all dried up. Now just thinking about it, I did take these jute twine strands and I kind of frizzed them up on the end, and they are covered in wax all the way down. And I'm curious to see how long one of these would burn. So I'm going to take just an old pot or a pan or something like that, and I'm going to light this, and I'm going to just sit there and we'll time it. We'll see how long it takes. Hang on. Okay, so I have a stopwatch here. I'm going to go light it, and we'll click the button, and we'll see how long it takes for it to burn complete. Let's take a look. There we go, it's lit. And it's out. Well, I had a little trouble getting it to light, but it is a little bit windy here today. But now that it's lit, it seems to be going okay. Well, I'm kind of surprised it's still going. And it appears it's going to catch all the way around. Now, we could probably knock maybe 20 seconds off the time because it did take a little while for it to actually light. But we're at, just to show you the time we're at now, maybe we can call that 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So I'm going to come back when this is closer to the end. Well, guys, the wind just blew it out. So, I mean, we had 4 minutes and 13 seconds, minus, say, 30 seconds. So, you know, we're looking at maybe, 3 minutes and 45 seconds of flame there on just a jute twine and some wax and some resin. So I'd like to give one of these a try. This is kind of like one of the fire starters that we actually made, but this was just one I just scraped out of the bottom of the pot. It has a wick, so we can light it up in the same pot and see what happens. Okay, so we have it lit. Timer's running. We'll see how long this one goes. Flame's growing quite nicely. Just to give you a time check, we're 5 minutes and 5 seconds. Still going strong. So we just passed 14 minutes. I'm pretty happy the way this worked out. I'm definitely going to be bringing these cubes with me ice fishing this year. It'll definitely get my fire started and keep me warm while I'm out in the blistering cold. So yeah, it's time to put this guy out. Well, guys, I hope you liked this video. It was an experiment I've been thinking about for a while. I mean, I had leftover beeswax and some candles that we were trying to make, and a big chunk of birch bark that we didn't know what to do with. I mean, it was huge. It was, we're looking at maybe 3 feet long and about 1.5 feet wide. That was left over from some spoons and stuff I was carving out of a birch log that I purchased. All these things are pretty good to have around the house. So, I mean, these fire starters, we saw it. I mean, we put it out at 15 minutes. It was still going pretty strong. I think it was a good test, probably a good product to carry in your kit or whatever it is. I'm definitely going to be using this for ice fishing. I keep warm with wood in a pot, and I just keep a fire going on the ice the whole time. And that's going to get started. It's going to stay lit for a long time, and then, you know, you got 15 minutes of flame. I mean, you're probably lighting some pretty damp wood with that, no problem. So, anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, found it useful, please subscribe to the channel. Just right down there, and you know, get out and explore. And if you guys got any cool things that you want to post up on my link, up on this thing, by all means, post a link to your video. I'd love to see what you got. Take it easy, guys. See you next time.